SCHD has been the gold standard for many of those dividend investors for years. It's been around since 2011, and right now it's having a rough time on performance, and it's having a rough time on keeping its investors stayed because it's down 1.57% in the last 12 months, while the S&P 500 is up 15%. And there's a new kid on the block that's kind of taken some of those customers away. I mean, there's definitely different ETFs out there, but one in particular has been around since August of 2024, and that one is QDVO. And it's got a total performance since inception of about 30%, and year to date, it is up about 18%, with 1 year being about 24%. So this ETF is crushing SCHD, it's crushing S&P 500, and it could be one that you could add to your portfolio. Hey guys, my name is Steve, and I run the Frugal Expat website, where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And in today's video, we're gonna see, should you dump SCHD for QDVO in the ultimate ETF breakdown. Let's get to it. Now let's start off with the SCHD story. Now this has been a gold standard since 2011, or at least that's what people think. It had been doing so well that people are saying, you know, it's just going to continue to go well. I mean, that's what we think. I mean, it did well from 2011 all the way up to 2022, but then when 2023 happened, things just started to go a little haywire, right? When it started doing the sector allocations, it started removing some of the best ones like Broadcom, and now Broadcom is one of the top companies in the country, and that's just something that we wish that SCHD would have kept. But the problem is that SCHD has been underperforming for the last 3 to 4 years. Right now, it's down 1.57%, while the S&P 500 is up 15% in the last 12 months. And that is due to particularly sector allocation. So while most ETFs are having a lot of good tech and AI boom and a lot of great companies that are skyrocketing, SCHD has removed some of those companies and it's underperforming the market. And most of those assets are sitting in energy, healthcare, and consumer staples. And all those sectors are underperforming the large part of the market. And that is the crazy thing is, you would think that having a great ETF like SCHD would bring stability, would bring growth, would bring income. Well, this ETF is not doing that right now. Now, there are some good things about SCHD, and I'm not gonna crush SCHD lovers because there are some great things about it. It's got a low expense ratio of 0.06%, meaning it costs $6 for every $10,000 invested. It has a great yield of about 3.86%. Now, that's not a great yield compared to like some of the covered call ETFs, but it is a pretty good yield compared to all the other regular dividend ETFs. It's been around since 2011, so it's got some history, and it's gone through market ups and downs. It's got about $71 billion of assets under management, so it's got a good following and it's got liquidity. So there are some great things. And the dividends are qualified dividends, which means it has more preferable tax treatment. It's at that long-term capital gains taxes instead of the short-term capital gains. So that means it's taxed better, and that means more money into your pocket. Now, the new kid on the block is QDVO, and this one is a little bit different. It is growth focused. It has a lot of income, and so it pays out its dividends monthly. It does a cover call strategy on those assets under the management, so that means it wants to produce income for people, but it also is focused on growth. It is actively managed instead of passively managed, and it's got more tech versus those defensive sectors. So it's a little bit different than SCHD, giving you some different ways to think about it. SCHD, very defensive. QDVO, very tech and growth oriented. They both want income, but one has more growth in income and one has more defensive and dividend income. QDVO has had about a 30.31% return since its inception. In the last year, it's a little bit over 24%. So that is great news when you're looking at a growth perspective of this dividend ETF. Now, the dividends yield is sitting at about 9.21% versus SCHD, which is at a 3.86%. So its dividend yield much higher. It pays them monthly. But kind of the drawback about these dividends is its return on capital, which means basically if you are investing $100 into it, it's returning about $9 back. So it's not really creating more income, it's returning some of that capital. Now, it is much more tax efficient that way, but I mean, it could be some bad news in the future, or it could be good. It depends on your tax strategy. The holdings are going to be like Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Visa, Broadcom, AMD. These are some of the top companies on QDVO. And as you notice, those are some of the top companies that are driving the AI boom. I mean, you have Nvidia, AMD, Broadcom. Those are some of the companies that are driving some of this AI boom. So that is good news if you are looking to add more AI, more tech, and more growth into your portfolio. So if you want to own QDVO, you're betting that the growth in income from its covered calls and from its tech holdings are going to beat those of SCHD, which has got energy and defensive holdings. I mean, SCHD's got AbbVie, Home Depot, and Coca-Cola a part of its portfolio versus, like I said, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Visa, and Broadcom. So those are some things you got to think about. If you like this content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and one of my favorite places to track my portfolio and track my dividends is Snowball Analytics. Snowball Analytics has been a great partner with me and is sponsoring this video to help kind of show some people more about it. Now, it is one of the best dividend trackers out there. You can see and go through on your phone. You can go onto your computer. You can check to see how many dividends you're getting monthly, how many you're getting yearly, and to see when they're getting paid out. And that's one of the best parts about Snowball Analytics. You can also sync about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10 different portfolios, and you can have a limited holdings. And this is some great things to see about Snowball Analytics. If you want to sign up for Snowball Analytics, I'm going to leave a link in my description and a link in my pinned comments. And if you want to ask any questions, just leave a comment. All right, let's get on to the rest of the video. Now let's talk about head-to-head. Let's break down the numbers. Let's see how each one compares to each other with the expense ratio, the yield, the performance, the holdings, and see if which one is the winner overall. First of all, let's talk about yield. QDVO has a yield of about 9.21%. SCHD has a yield of 3.86%. Right there, QDVO wins. It's got almost 2 times, almost to 3 times more yield than SCHD. With this yield, we also have payout frequency. So QDVO pays out every month. SCHD pays out quarterly. So QDVO wins because you're going to get that money in and it's going to be investing more often than SCHD. SCHD, you got to wait every 3 months before that dividend and then it'll reinvest at that point. I like dollar cost averaging, and so monthly is a little bit better. And if you're a retiree and expecting more income throughout the months, well, monthly is a lot better than quarterly because then you got to wait 3 months until you get that quarterly dividend payment. So that's a little bit about that. Now, if we want to take a look at expenses, I mean, both of them have relatively similar share prices. QDVO is around $29. SCHD is around $26, $27. So they're about the same. So let's look at the expense ratio. The expense ratio of QDVO is 0.55%, meaning it costs $55 for every $10,000 invested. SCHD is 0.06%, which means it costs $6 for every $10,000 invested. SCHD wins on the expenses, and that could be something that may be a factor you may be looking at. Now, tax structure could be something you may be looking at unless you have this all in a Roth IRA, which could be a plan you may want to do. Well, SCHD's dividends are going to be qualified, so they're going to be taxed at that long-term capital gains rate, which could be much more advantage to you. QDVO is a return of capital, so it won't be a tax until later when you sell the fund, and that could be taxed a little bit less depending. And what it's doing is doing 1256 contracts on their assets, so it should be doing 60% long-term capital gains while 40% short-term capital gains. But right now it's doing anywhere between 90 to 95% return of capital, so it's going to be tax deferred until you sell the asset. So that could be something you may be looking into. I'm not going to give a win or lose. It depends on what you want to do. If you put them all in the Roth IRA, it doesn't really matter. They're tax-free when they come out. The fund size and track record. SCHD has been around for 13-14 years. It's got about $72 billion in assets under management. QDVO has been around for 1 year. It's got about $358 million in assets under management. SCHD is going to win on this one just because it's been around longer and it's got more liquidity with $72 billion versus QDVO, which has $358 million. So that could be a factor you may be looking at. What about growth potential? We've already talked about the performance of both of these, and of course, QDVO is winning performance. So growth factor, QDVO has more tech and growth in this AI boom that's going on. It's gonna rise faster and more. With SCHD only having about maybe 13, maybe 9%, not very much in that technology, it may underperform the whole market. So which one would you rather have? If it's me, I would rather have more growth over more defensive. But I'm also 38 and looking at more of a longer term time horizon. You may be 68 and looking for maybe some income today. So that could be a factor you may be looking at. Now the real trade-offs, we may think that QDVO is rosy, perfect, looks great. We may also be thinking SCHD could be, one of the worst ones out there. But let's take a look at seeing what is the real trade-off. So QDVO has anywhere between 9 to 12% yield. Now that is based upon selling covered calls on the assets under management. Now covered calls create great premium when the market is very volatile. Right now the market is quite volatile, so it's able to make some good premium off its assets under management. Now, if the market were to become calm and steady and go sideways and maybe not so volatile, maybe the premium is gonna be less. And so that means possibility you're gonna have less yield. And the fact is, what if AI stops doing well and it could crash and burn? Well, obviously QDVO could crash and burn as well. But that is some of the trade-offs. Now, if you look at SCHD is very defensive, and so it's not getting some of that growth factor. While the market is soaring and going crazy, you are not really growing your money at all. I mean, total return of SCHD for 1 year is down 1.57%, and that's with things being reinvested into this fund. Now, if you looked at the price appreciation alone, it's down 5%. So this is crazy to think about that SCHD was going up like compared to VOO just 3 or 4 years ago, but now it's down big. So there's just some trade-offs. You're gonna get very defensive with SCHD, and it's gonna be a stable, it's gonna be something that you're gonna get 3.85%. Maybe it's doing a little bit better than bonds, and that's something maybe you're looking at. With QDVO, you got a little bit more risk because it's got AI, it's got some covered calls, but that's something else. It's growing right now. It's giving you income. Both of them have trade-offs. Both of them have goods and bads. And just depending on your situation and which ones you may want to look at. There are some couple different factors on what you want in your portfolio. QDVO could be good for those that have longer time horizons before retirement, those that like AI, those that want monthly payments, those that want more income over less income, and those that are looking for some growth in their portfolio. Now QDVO has been around only just 1 year, so we don't have the track record of it through market crashes and market ups and downs, so we don't know how it's going to do. Yes, the market went down in April of 2025 and it has rebounded, and so that's great with QDVO. Now with SCHD, are those, maybe if you already have tons and tons of SCHD, you are already either 1 or 2 years away from retirement and you still have enough income where it's gonna be just good and stable, you may want to keep it, and that's fine by you. Now if you're young, like maybe me, and you want some more growth, maybe you want some more income, maybe you want those monthly payments, and maybe you want to build a portfolio with those incomes, QDVO could be one that you can buy and hold for the long term. And there are, of course, some risk into all of this. I mean, we are not risk-free when we're talking about these assets. First of all, QDVO could crash and burn. It could have NAV erosion, and it may not be as liquid because it is not that liquid right now. A good one could be QQQY, which has got about $5 billion in assets under management and continues to grow and grow. You know, SCHD, it's got a lot of risk too. It's not capturing any of that growth of the market right now. It's better almost put your money into S&P 500 than SCHD, where you can finally get maybe some of that growth part. Maybe look at a dividend ETF like FDVV, which is getting 3% yield, plus it's getting some good price appreciation with some of those companies like Apple and Microsoft that pay dividends, but that don't fit in SCHD's algorithm. So there's just some factors and risk with both of these. But let me know in the comments, which one would you prefer? Which one are you buying today? Which one do you think I should be talking about instead of these two? I think if I had a choice right now, and I had tons and tons of SCHD, maybe I would dump it for QDVO because I could get some income and growth out of it. But if maybe I'm oversaturated in growth right now, maybe I'll take a more defensive one, but maybe not SCHD, maybe something else. But that's my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and if you really want to learn a little bit more about QDVO, check out this video up here. And I'll see you in our next video.